What is up, YouTube? We are here today doing a Kozmo Deck Profile. This is going to be an updated Kozmo Deck Profile. Premium Gold 3 Infinite Gold just got released. And there's been some nice new additions to the deck. Also, for the people who haven't been able to afford Cosmos in the past because they were pretty expensive, now could build Cosmo because of the Prince and Premium Gold. This one's for you guys. I'm going to give you guys some help, some advice on building this deck and how you should play it. This is going to be my take. I did actually take this deck to Kissimmee Regionals and came 20th place. This is going to be something very similar, but not exactly the same build. There are quite a few card differences, and I'll be explaining that a little bit later on into the video here. But I just want to let you guys know, I thank you guys for all the support and everything that you guys have been showing me. Those of you coming over from Team Sam X1's channel, checking me out, I very much appreciate it. Don't forget, you guys make sure and like, comment, and subscribe to these videos. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. There's going to be a whole bunch of awesome stuff coming up on my channel. Also, a whole bunch of giveaways coming up. So you guys make sure you stay tuned for that. So before we start, I do want to say that this deck is going to be a 41 card deck, and it's very difficult for me to cut that one card because I'm all about consistency. But like the way this deck is going, you definitely have to play multiples of the monster, and I'll explain to you who that monster is. But to start off for the main deck, we have triple Kozmo Tin Can. Tin Can is the best card, well, not the best card, but the best pilot in the deck. He is the best card going first. He says that during the end phase, it triggers during either player's end phase, but during the end phase, you pay 500 life points, reveal 3 Kozmo cards from your deck. Your opponent randomly selects one. It gets added to your hand, and the other ones go to the graveyard. So this is like one of your biggest combo plays. Not only that, he kind of semi-searches Dark Destroyer and everything like that. So triple Kozmo Tin Can, he is a staple, and actually recently shot up in price, and he deserves to. Next, we play 2 Kozmo Farm Girl. Now, I know I've been an advocate saying that, 3 Kozmo Farm Girl is the best number. I have to say, looking back at myself, I was absolutely wrong on that. 2 Kozmo Farm Girl is all you really need. You have triple E Telly still, so we're gonna abuse it while we have it. Cutting down Farm Girl to 2 lets us play other cards. So it's really good at 2. I mean, the only time you ever need Farm Girl is when you're pushing for the OTK. So either you're gonna have her in hand, or you're gonna E Telly her out, or not just that, like all the big ships tutor any monster that you want in the deck. So like playing 3 is unnecessary. Next for the pilots, we played 1 Good Witch and 1 Wicked Witch. Both of these cards are retarded in their own right. This card baits out all sorts of cards like Cyber Dragon Infinity and, all sorts of stuff, because you can activate the effect to Book of Moon something, and then if they have a response to that, you can just activate the effect to tag out the special summon a monster. So like, no matter what, when you activate this girl's effect, you're going to get rid of the monster. You're going to get what you accomplished. Also, Kozmo Wicked Witch is absolutely retarded, because if you are in that position where you need to stall, you can kind of just bring her out in defense mode and continue to pay 1,000 until you draw what you need, which is absolutely retarded to me. So next we play 2 Kozmo Strawman. Now the reason we play 2 Kozmo Strawman is this guy is absolutely broken, and besides Tin Can, like Tin Can's your early game card, Kozmo Strawman is kind of like your mid to late game monster, and he's really broken because like you pay 500, like especially if you have him on the field in defense mode. First of all, his defense is 1800, so that's pretty big. Not a lot of monsters can get over that in the meta right now. It has to be like tribute summon monsters or XYZ extra deck stuff, whatever. But you pay 500 life points, and you get to special summon one of your banished Kozmo monsters. That's retarded. You special summon Dark Destroyer for free. Of course, his effect is negated, but like that's another 3k beat stick that you have on the field, which at the end phase that through Kozmo Strawman's effect is going to be destroyed. So it's gonna trigger to tutor to get you any other monster that you need. 2 Strawman is probably the best number for me. Plus, also, I do play Reasoning, so giving you a little bit more variety is also good. Hitting this off of Reasoning during mid to late game is like the nuts. So, 2 Kozmo Strawman. Sorry for the mixed match rarities. I actually sold my my other Ultra not so long ago, and I was kind of stupid for doing that. So that is all for the pilots. Next, we play Big Daddy himself, Kozmo Dark Destroyer. Dark Destroyer is the absolute nuts. He cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. He's 3k. When he's normal or special summon, you can target one monster on the field, destroy it. Does not have to be face up. Does not have to be your opponent's monster. It can be any monster on the field. You target it, you destroy it. Also, when this card is destroyed by battle or card effects into the graveyard, you can banish him, special summon any level 7 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck, which gets you any monster that you need. This guy is the absolute nuts, and he is the reason why the deck is as strong as it is. So, 3 Kozmo Dark Destroyer. Next, we play my favorite ship. We have triple Kozmo Slip Rider. Slip Rider is the absolute nuts. I play triple Cosmojo, which you'll see later on in the video, but Dark Destroyer, when you have Destroyer on board at the end phase and you flip a Cosmojo and you pop this, like, you're gonna banish the card off of Cosmojo, and then you're gonna get Slip Rider out, who's gonna clear another card. So, like, you can just simplify the game state to OTK and make pushes so much easier next turn, which is retarded. Plus, this guy makes Infinity. He's a level 5 machine. Is retarded. It's the nuts. Next for the ships, we play 2 Kozmo Forerunner. But Maestro, why do you play 2 Kozmo Forerunner? Because when you use Cosmojo, sometimes you don't always have access to your Slip Rider because you do play Reasoning. So I just wanted to play more ships that you can, get off of Reasoning. I mean, you can get off of Cosmojo when popping your Dark Destroyer. Then we play the Kozmo Dark Eclipser. Do not sleep on this card. This guy is retarded. Another 3k beat stick. Cannot be targeted by your opponent's card effects. Also, once per turn during either player's turn, you can banish a Kozmo monster from your graveyard and negate the activation of a spell or trap, and kind of hint how Tin Can sends cards to the graveyard, so it kind of feels Dark Eclipser here. It's really good. Also, when he's destroyed by battle or card effects into the graveyard, you can banish him, add 1 level 8 or lower Kozmo monster from your deck to your hand, so he essentially searches out Dark Destroyer. He is really good. Next for the spells, we play triple Kozmo Town. I'm sorry, I know I put the cards way up out there. Triple Kozmo Town. Kozmo Town is the nuts. You can use this for whatever you want, to recycle your monsters, to grab yourself new hands. Or you can use it as a combo piece, triggering off with Slip Rider, popping this to search cards. It's really, really good. Triple Kozmo Town, standard. I don't think there should be any other number to be played. We play Triple Emergency Teleport. This card is our win condition. You activate this during the battle phase. You bring out Kozmo Farm Girl, and you just go on and proceed to win. So Triple E-Telly. Then we play 1 Raigeki and 1 Dark Hole. The reason we play these board wipes is because we play cards like this, Farm Girl, Reasoning, stuff like that. So when you're forced to go second, which you're probably going to go second a lot in this format because every deck wants to go first and set up these big boards, hence Draco Pals and stuff. So when you have a board wipe that actually like really just devastates your opponent, and then you just activate one of these and then you win. So 1 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki. These cards are the nuts. We play triple Reasoning. We play Reasoning because Reasoning is another monster. Obviously, if your opponent calls the number wrong, which most of the times they will, because we do play levels 1 through 9. But Reasoning gives you another monster on the field, which is very, very amazing in your Monarch matchup. Also hitting this off of your... Alright, sorry about that, guys. I ordered something off of eBay and the guy just came and dropped it off at the door. But yeah, triple Reasoning. This card puts multiple monsters on board. It helps you see your straw man. So this card is really, really good. Going second, it just helps you apply so much pressure. Lets you make XYZ plays with Slip Rider, especially if they don't call it right, which they're never really going to call 5. They're going to call 1 or 8. So this card combos off really well with the deck going second. That is pretty much it for spells. For traps, we are going to be playing 1 Oasis of the Dragon Souls. We obviously play this for the mirror match because people will be siding system down. Or pretty much anybody who goes against Kozmo is going to be playing system down. So this card helps dodge system down by turning your machines into worms, bringing them back. This card is really, really good. Not just that, it also helps you combo off with Tin Can because it does send stuff to the grave. To also complement that, we play the triple Call of the Haunted. Now, we do play this because of the Tin Can, the first turn Tin Can plays. This card is very, very essential, keeping multiple monsters on board versus Monarchs and stuff like that. Plus, also interrupting your opponent's plays, flipping one of these, bringing back a Dark Destroyer to pop something, interrupt your opponent's play, is very, very good. Next for the traps, we played triple Kozmojo. Now, Kozmojo is probably the best card besides Tin Can and Dark Destroyer. Kozmojo lets you simplify the game state to a point where you can OTK extremely easily. It says that you target one of your Kozmo cards, one of your Kozmo monsters on your side of the field, you destroy it, and then you can banish a card on the field or in your opponent's graveyard. So this card does not target, so it's really, really good in the mirror match. This card actually wins you the mirror match. So triple Kozmojo. I was playing 2 in the main deck, 1 in the side, but this card is just so good that you kind of have to play 3. Next, I played Torrential Tribute. Torrential Tribute is really good. Triggers off all your ships, clears the board, stops massive pendulum summons, all sorts of stuff. It keeps you in the game. This card is really good, especially even against Monarchs and stuff. Then we played 1 Solemn Warning and triple Solemn Strike. The whole Solemn Brigade. This card, Solemn Strike, is really, really good. It's a good card overall. However, playing against Monarchs and stuff like that, you want to kind of side these out game 2 and 3 because they can dodge Solemn Strike by using Return of the Monarchs, which is really unfortunate. But game 1, if you do happen to open this and set a Solemn Strike, and they go ahead and, normal summon idea, activate idea, you just get rid of that. That's, pretty much it. You stop the idea, you stop their turn. As long as they're not making tribute summons, sending cards to the graveyard, you should have a good matchup. So that is it for the main deck. We are playing 41 cards. We are going to go off to the side deck next. We play triple Anti-Spell Fragrance in the side deck. Triple Anti-Spell Fragrance is really good against not only Pendulum decks, but Monarch decks. Also, if you guys are playing, very competitive tournaments like ARGs and Regionals and YCS and stuff like that, there is this Monarch FTK deck going around right now, and we have not had our ban list, so hopefully Life Equalizer does get hit or whatever, just as long as there's no more FTK. But this card, you win the die roll, you go first, you flip this, your opponent cries. So triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. Then we play double Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, we play double MST for the reason that Twin Twister, the card, the activation, the requirement to activate the card to discard a card sometimes is very, very heavy. You can brick sometimes with this deck having too much ships in hand or having too much monsters in hand. So you want to kind of, you don't really want to discard. You want to keep all your cards in hand. Plus, I still think the 1-for-1 for the MST is so much better than Twin Twister. Then we do play Double Kaiser Coliseum. This card is really good against Monarchs. While you control a monster, they control a monster. They cannot storm forth your monster. It's just really good overall. Then we play double System Down for the mirror match. And we also play double Cyber Dragon for the mirror match because Cyber Dragon lets you go into Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, clears off all your opponent's monsters, all their ships, and does not trigger any ships. This also turns off your opponent's Call of the Haunted and clears their board. It's another board wipe in the mirror match or versus Despots or anything like that. So these cards are really, really good. And then I do side triple Massive Restrict. Now, Massive Restrict is really good for Monarchs. Triple Massive Restrict is really good against Monarchs, and You flip this, they cry. You flip it, they cannot play. Also, just a little reminder, this card also works if your opponent is playing like Gradle Kaijus or anything like that, because Kaijus, in order to special summon, must tribute your monster. This card says cards cannot be tributed. So Massive Restrict completely shuts down Kaijus, which are also a big enemy to Kozmo. And then last but not least, we play the third Farm Girl, and I keep the third Farm Girl in here just in case. I mean, like I said, 2 Farm Girl in the main deck is the right choice, but you never know. Sometimes you need a little bit more pilots to help get you there, so the third Farm Girl is in the side deck for me. This is all up to personal preference. I probably am going to cut this and a few other cards in the side deck for maxis, because this whole PK Fire deck, Phantom Knight, Burning Abyss is like really going around, the meta right now, and it's really doing really well. So triple maxi really shuts that down. So if you guys do, want to play like triple maxi or whatever, like this stuff is absolutely cuttable right here. The Kaiser Coliseums and the Farm Girl. Also, if you want, you can probably cut a anti-spell fragrance. But Monarchs are our worst matchup, so you want to keep the triple Massive Restrict. Or if you're playing like Chaos Trap Hole or something, then 2 Massive Restrict is perfectly fine as well. Then we're going to go off to the extra deck now. Now for the extra deck, I play number 38, Hope Hairbringer Dragon Titanic Galaxy. Now, yeah, that's a very, very long name, very difficult name to pronounce, but this card is really good. You can make it with 2 Dark Destroyers. Sometimes that's not always the best bet, but if you're going against a deck that plays a lot of spells and the spell is going to be the card that brings them back into the game, you can make this and just absolutely shut them down. It's more of a lockdown card than anything, but it's 3k and it negates spells and equips it to it as a material. So this card is really, really good. Then we play, obviously, Cyber Dragon Nova with the Cyber Dragon Infinity. This is also self-explanatory. Double Slip Rider gets you into Nova. Cyber Dragon Infinity overlays on top of Nova. And then we also do play Barbaroid right here. Barbaroid also combos off with Cyber Dragon Nova. If they even decide to Solemn Warning your Nova or Dark Destroyer your Nova in the mirror match or something like that, you get this guy out for free. He's a free 4k beat stick. So we do play him for the mirror match, or for if your opponent tries to get over Cyber Dragon Nova. Then we play the One Abyss Dweller, the 1101. We play 1 Castel. We play 1 Super Quantal Mech Beast Mangalier. Never know how to pronounce his name, but this guy is absolutely cuttable. Not like we really go into the extra deck anyways, but this card is really cuttable. Constellar Pleiades and Volcasaurus, and that is it for the smaller guys. And then we play number 11 Big Eye. We play, because I do play double Forerunner, so you never know. This has come up a few times. It actually came up against Fluffles one time, so it does come up, here or there. We do play the 1 Gaia Dragon. We do play number 23 Lancelot. This guy is retarded. He steals games. And then we play double Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, because we will not lose in this mirror match. We do not want to lose in the mirror match. There will be hundreds of Kozmo decks floating around now that with the release of Premium Gold. So, guys, that is pretty much it. That is the main extra and side 41 card main deck. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Don't forget, leave some comments and leave your thoughts on what you guys think I should change, or what are you guys playing in your Kozmo decks, any spicy techs, anything like that. Leave all of that down in the comment section below. I really want to hear what you guys have to say. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And this is Maestro, and I am out.